Today, we're gonna meal prep in the simplest, most efficient, easy, and delicious way possible. Or at least, it's the way that I like to do it. I don't like to spend a lot of time in the kitchen. I like to use my day to be really productive with all the things that I wanna do. So I want to eat healthy, nutritious food, get it done in a really quick way, while it also being super delicious. And if you watch my videos before, you already know that I'm not the typical broccoli, rice, and chicken kind of girl. I like to spice it up with some really high volume, low calorie, high protein foods. And so I'm gonna show you all the things that I eat throughout the day, or at least the things that I've been eating the last couple of months, because I like to change it up every now and then. And so I go through these different phases, but this is what I've been doing lately. I've also got some really delicious, low calorie, high protein snacks that are very sweet that I love eating at night. I'm excited to share all of it with you. I know we're all so different, so just because I like to do it in this way doesn't mean that you necessarily are gonna love doing it this way, but I think that is delicious. I don't prep my breakfast because those are just super simple and quick and easy to mix together. So before we get into the meal prep, let's just really quickly go over what I do for breakfast. It's very, very high in protein because then I'm setting myself up for the day. I've heard so many people say that when you start your day off with a high protein breakfast, then you're gonna feel more full and satisfied throughout the day. It just makes sure that I get the amount of protein that I want throughout the day easier, I guess. If you watched my channel before, you already know what the first thing is. My Greek yogurt that I mix with some cinnamon, and then I add my 2-minute granola, which I'm gonna pop up here so that you can go check out that recipe. It takes 2 minutes to make. It's crunchy, it's delicious.
It's literally like eating a dessert every morning. Who wouldn't want that?
38 grams of protein and under 250 calories. What the frick?
You get a crunch.
The second breakfast that I make is oatmeal with protein. I mean, that's super quick and easy as well. It takes 2 minutes. Sometimes I add in some cocoa powder, unsweetened, or I add in some cinnamon. And I like it super watery. That's very unusual and super strange, but I like it that way. Then on special occasions when I have a little bit more time, I will make my protein pancakes, or I'll make a little bit of an egg white scramble. But let's move on to the actual meal prep. On my channel, I've talked so much about how important I think it is to eat a lot of protein to reach your fitness goals. But something I'm not sure has come across clearly enough that I want to make sure comes across clear now is how important and how much it has changed my life eating a lot of vegetables. As you can see, pretty much all we got is like vegetables on this table. I also do eat carbs in my diet, but we're gonna get to that in just a little bit. When I first moved to LA, I was living on a very tight budget. So I was using as little as possible money on food that I could get away with. And that meant that I cut out pretty much all fresh vegetables. And I was feeling kind of low energy and a little bit drained. And I was talking to my dad one day and he was like, "Are you eating vegetables?" And I was like, what does that have to do with the situation? I had no clue that vegetables would make a difference in my energy level or in my mental state. Like, I absolutely had no idea. I'd never heard that before. Or maybe I hadn't, I just hadn't experienced it, so I didn't really actually realize what that would do to my body. And when he asked me, I was like, no dad, like that doesn't make any sense at all. But then, you know, I started adding a little bit more veggies into my diet and I felt a big change. And I already felt a big change within that. And then when I, a little bit later, decided to get in the best shape of my life, and I started incorporating a lot of veggies into my diet, because at that point, my goal was to lose weight, and I knew that if I ate a lot of vegetables, then it would probably be easier for me to be in a caloric deficit. And so I ended up eating a lot of vegetables. But what I felt was just like this massive boost of energy. And so I've been doing that ever since, because I realized what benefits it had from my energy levels. But not just that, I was also feeling happier. We've heard that before, that vegetables do that, but it's like I can feel the difference. If I have a week where I don't eat as many veggies, like I actually feel it. And some people would say that that's just me making myself believe that, but even if it is, I'm okay with it. So I just think that veggies are gonna help us a lot in many different health aspects in our life. If you are someone who's trying to keep your expenses down, especially when it comes to food, I did manage to find ways to keep my food budget low and still be able to take in as much vegetables as possible. If you guys want me to make like a low budget meal prep video kind of thing, then let me know in the comments below and I would love to make that. So that leads me to how I do my meal prep, because the only thing that I've been doing lately for my meal prep has been chop up veggies. I don't cook rice, I don't cook pasta because that's not how I personally enjoy eating my carbs. I eat a lot of carbs. Actually, the majority of my calories come from carbs in my diet, but I'm gonna get to that in a bit. So ideally, the color of the rainbows, does that always happen? No, but I try my best and I just keep it in the back of my mind, and that just helps me out a little bit. Sometimes I'll have like 3 vegetables and that's all I'll have. Kind of work with what I've got. Talk about the ideal, what we want. I try to get fish maybe 2 to 3 times a week to get those omega-3s and the health benefits fish has to offer. And sometimes I'll be able to buy that already cooked from the fishman at the grocery store. Is that what it's called? Because like I mentioned, I try to make my meal prep as efficient and easy as possible. I try to get things that are already cooked because I have so many exciting projects going on and I just want to spend as much time on that as possible and as little time as possible meal prepping. And if you're a busy person and you want to do the same thing, then this chicken from Trader Joe's, this is low sodium. It has 100 calories per serving with 21 grams of protein. Some of the already cooked chickens have a lot of added sodium or are just a little bit more fatty than the ones that you can cook yourself. But since I found these, I save myself the time. And if you can't find protein that's already cooked and has low sodium and is more like a natural boiled kind of cook, so it would be the same as if you'd made it yourself, pop some chicken breast or some shrimps or salmon in the oven or in the air fryer to make it as simple and quick and easy as possible. I've done that so many times. It always turns out great. Let's get to chopping some veggies. I like to add a little paper towel so that the vegetables don't get soggy. Meal prepping is more fun when you can snack on the foods, isn't it? And for healthy fats, I love myself a good avocado, and I'll chop up usually maybe a quarter of an avocado if I'm making a salad or if I'm using it for one of my meals. I enjoy getting healthy fats a lot more this way than I do adding oil onto my salad. The cauliflower rice is just kind of ready to go, isn't it? Because I'm a quick but kind of sloppy chopper, this never takes me longer than like 10 minutes. I work from home now, but when I didn't and I would have to leave my house for work, I would already have the veggies all mixed together in a big box like this. But the reason I don't do that now is because having my vegetables topped up like this, I have so many options. One of the options is that I make wraps out of it. I just obviously pack this thing up with my veggies and whatever protein that I have available. The other option that I can do is make a little veggie omelet with egg whites and eggs and whatever vegetables are cookable. Another option that I can use all these prep veggies for is just mix it with these shirataki noodles. Each bag says that it has 20 calories, which is absolutely insane. And the last thing that I use my meal prep for is just making these big ass salads throughout the day. I just pack this thing and then I like to add some balsamic vinaigrette as a dressing. And the avocado I just kind of cut up whenever it's time for me to eat so it doesn't get too brown. Easiest meal prep. But what we also needed to talk about was my carb intake. If you're liking this video, please hit me with a thumbs up and click that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Those likes and those comments really help my channel grow, so I truly, truly, truly appreciate it. As I've already mentioned, I am a big snacker and I like my oatmeal. And so I'll have the oatmeal bowl in the morning. I'll always have an oatmeal later at night when I am like on the couch just wanting something delicious, and I'll always add some protein in there as well. And then sometimes throughout the day, if I just want like a quick little snack, I'll have oatmeal. So sometimes that's like 3 bowls a day. It's not that I eat these massive bowls of oatmeal, but it's just such a good snack. I really enjoy it. I also absolutely love rice cakes. They're low-calorie rice cakes. Each of them have 35 calories and you get 7 grams of delicious carbs. I'll maybe add some turkey breast, or I'll add some sugar-free syrup, or sometimes like chocolate chips on top is really delicious. And then like I already mentioned, I make wraps. This wrap and the wraps I like to eat have 50 calories, 5 grams of protein, and 11 grams of fiber. Like I already mentioned, I really enjoy these shirataki noodles, and they do have some carbs in them as well. And when I don't feel like veggies and I just want to eat some noodles, I like to take 2 or 3 of these bags, drain the water, put them in the microwave microwave, heat them up, and sometimes I'll just add some either tomato sauce or some sugar-free ketchup and Parmesan cheese. You can judge me, but it's delicious. And again, this takes like 3 minutes. Kind of already meal prepped because you buy it that way. The last way that I would rather have my carbs is by eating some bread. And this delightful Sara Lee bread has 45 calories, 5 grams of protein, and 18 grams of carbs, where 3 of those are dietary fiber. Really much rather eat like 6 slices of this than 3 regular slices, and it does contain carbs, but it contains a lot of dietary fiber, which all of the things that I've showed you today do. So we love that, don't we? Maybe you're not like me and you want to have all these like little snacks throughout the day. Then maybe for you to make it as simple and easy as possible, you'd want to cook some rice, cook some pasta, cook some potatoes. Sweet potatoes are so delicious to have as part of your meal prep. If I wasn't such a snacker and I just had some rice, for example, with every one of my meals, I would end up having the same carbs, so it's really just all about preference. Another snack that I really enjoy eating is this egg life wrap, 25 calories and 5 grams of protein. I love to add a little bit of stevia and some dark chocolate Lily's chocolate chips. 60 of these chips have only 50 calories. Oh, pretty crazy. Sometimes I'll add some sugar-free chocolate syrup, and when you put some chocolate chips on this and you put it in the microwave, it tastes like a Nutella wrap. And maybe you make 4 of those, and that's 20 grams of protein. This video isn't sponsored, but I also enjoy heating up a Built bar that has 130 calories, 17 grams of protein in the microwave at night. Mwah. The last thing that I've been making like every night the last 2 months, it's gonna look a little crazy, but just hear me out. I make my own ice cream out of some Greek yogurt, cinnamon, stevia, and on special occasions I also put in a little bit of sugar-free, fat-free vanilla jello, and I'm talking like half a teaspoon, so it's almost nothing, because I do know that it's probably not the best thing for me, but it just makes this thing so delicious. And yes, you may be thinking, what the heck is this? Whenever I empty one of these fire Greek yogurts, I do that, and then I put it up on the sides here, and let me show you how. It's because then when I take it out of the freezer, I can like pop these sides off, because if it's just like in a regular bowl, it's just too hard to eat, you know, like it's too stiff. But when I do it this way, then I can like take off, oh my god. I can take off the sides like this. These little pieces are just ready to melt on your tongue and eat. And like, you have no idea how good this is. In this, there's like 20 grams of protein and maybe like 110 calories or something. And it is so good. So this is what I eat together with my oatmeal at night, or have been doing the last little while. I haven't wanted to turn this into a recipe video because I just feel like, you know, like what is this? This looks strange, but if you make it, you won't regret it. I don't count my calories. I used to, and so I have a general idea of what the calories are in the different foods that I eat. I don't have an exact number, but I know that due to my workout routine lately, I've been eating a little over 2,000 calories. And so eating this low calorie, high volume, high protein foods, you can see that you can eat a lot of food. These nutritious foods, they will make you feel full and satisfied. But if you are someone who wants to cut your macros to get in shape, maybe lose some weight, maybe get a little bit more lean, you can check out this video up here. I also have a bunch of other videos on my channel where we go more into depth on that. And if this is something that you do want to do, you can easily just weigh all of your foods that you have, pop them into MyFitnessPal, and then divide it into however many meals that you're making your meal prep for. That's like a very super simple, easy way to do it. In the past, I've done meal preps where I've cooked my veggies and cooked my food, and if that's something that you're interested in seeing for more wintry vibes, then let me know and I would love to make that. I actually have some really exciting news, because on November 1st, if you're watching this in real time, that means in 1 week from now, I'm doing a 30-day challenge. In this 30-day challenge, I get to connect with you guys, and once a week, we're gonna do a weekly like Q&A Zoom call where I can help you with any of the fitness questions or challenges that you have been dealing with. There's gonna be 30 days of workouts. Every single workout is gonna be unique and different, so that you're gonna be pushed to another level. You're gonna get my entire nutrition guide from my new ebook, the 12-week transformational program, which If you're not watching this real time, you're watching this a little bit later, you can go check that out in the link in the description as well. If you just want a 12-week transformational program to change your life, both mentally and physically. Within the fitness challenge, you're also gonna be getting 30 days of journaling questions where you're really gonna be able to connect with yourself on a deeper level, explore your mind, and become aware of your limiting beliefs and what you really want in your life. We're also gonna be making a Facebook group and just create a community where we can all grow and get stronger together, and I'm so excited. The sign-ups are starting today. You can check it out in the link in the description. I really hope you enjoyed this video and that you want to try out this easier, simpler, quicker form of meal prep. Make all these different kinds of foods with the same foods, but so that it's easy, but it still is changed up. I definitely enjoy it, and hopefully you will too. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out so much, and I really appreciate it. And if you've been hanging out for a while, or you really enjoyed watching this video, I mean, you watched till the end, then why not hit that subscribe button? Have you done it? And maybe ring the notification bell? Could be fun to hang out some more, right? I think so. I'm sending you a big hug. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. When it comes to meal prepping, I really think the most important thing is that you make something that you enjoy and something that helps you move towards the goals that you're trying to achieve. And so this is just what I enjoy, but that doesn't mean that you're gonna enjoy it. So the most important thing is that you find something that you enjoy. This hopefully could just be a little bit of an inspiration to meal prep and see how easy and simple you can make it for yourself.